2022 November. All right. Please read the instructions as you open your question paper and go straight to the solutions for question number 1. Question number 1, mother needs to buy school uniforms for her son and daughter. She compares the prices of 3 different stores as shown in table 1 below. Table 1 below. Table 1, cost of the school uniforms at 3 different stores. So the table below shows the different stores, their prices for different items. Items on the items are on the left-hand side, and the stores are on the right-hand side. All right. And there are 2 pairs of socks in each pack. Identify whether the price is given in the table 1 a numerical or category. Let's come and see. The prices given are numerical. The prices given are numerical. Then if they're numerical, sometimes they might say, is it discrete or continuous? We said continuous are numbers with commas and they can be measured. Yes, this is money. So this will be discrete because you can't have half a rand. Yes, half a rand is a 50 cent, but it's a whole 50 cents. So we count it. We don't measure money. We count money. So here it's numerical and it's discrete. Arrange in ascending order or the prices for store B. Ascending simply meaning we are starting with the smallest value to the biggest value. Let's go to store B. Store B, the smallest value here, it was this one here, 11 rands 99 cents. We go to this one here, 18 rands 99 cents. We come to 39 rands 99 cents. Number 4 is 44 rands 99 cents. Number 5 is 54 rands 99 cents. Number 6 is 159 rands 99 cents. And at last we have 169 rands 99 cents. So our order will be in ascending order, smallest to big. So we shall start with the 11 rands 99 cents, followed by 18 rands 99 cents. There comes 39 rands 99 cents. We go to 44 rands 99 cents. We come to 54 rands 99 cents. Then we have 159 rands 99 cents. And at last we have 169 rands 99 cents in ascending order from the smallest value to the biggest value, or you can say the minimum value to the maximum. All right, name the store that sells the cheapest gray shorts. We shall go to our table. We look for cheap. First and foremost, we shall look for the gray shorts. These are the gray shorts. Here we are. So the prices we have to look at are 189 rands, 39 rands 99 cents, and 99 rands 95 cents. So which one is the cheapest? So we shall say it's store A. They said name this store. They didn't say give the cheapest price. So we shall need to say it's store B. Check out the price for a pack of white socks at store C. Let's go to store C and we see how much are white socks, school socks. We shall come here, white socks. Store A, store B, we are in C. So we are looking at this level here. Take note, a pack of five packs, they cost 85 rands 99 cents, or about one pack. So we shall need to divide. which become 85 rands 99 cents divided by 5. And the answer there became 17 rands 20 cents. Determine the missing value of B if mother bought all the school uniform items as advertised at store A. It's going to say we are looking at, in fact, we are looking for the value of P, simply meaning we are going to add all this. 110 plus 163 plus 186 round plus 40 rands 50 cents plus 85 rands plus 349 rands plus 318. When you add all those values, you end up having, instead we are adding, so P will equal to 110 rands, 163 plus 186 plus 40 plus 85 plus 349 plus 318. And our final answer becomes 1,251 rands 50 cents. So that's the value of P. In other words, we are getting the total amount of money one will spend if they buy everything from store A. All right, our 1.1.6, the probability of selecting store C to buy all the school items is 0.3 recurring, meaning 3 repeats itself forever. But as I said, define the term probability in the given context. Now, here we are looking at probability is this much. But in your head, you have to know probability of selecting. So probability simply means a chance that one chooses, a chance that someone chooses or someone selects. Or someone selects store B. Sorry, store C. We are looking for this. Now, they talked of a chance for probability. Then given context, now we are giving, in this context, you're choosing C. So what's the chance that you select store C in this context? But if they ask you for what the term probability, what it means, you would only say it's a chance a given event happens. All right. Write down the probability as a percentage, round it to the nearest whole number. Take note of that. We are looking at they are asking us to round off to the nearest whole number. So the probability as a percentage. What are we going to do? We shall get the probability that we have, the one that's given to us there. We multiply by 100. Why am I multiplying by 100? Because they need the percentage. So the answer will become 3,33. Because they told me to round off to the nearest whole number, this will become 33%. And that's your answer. Question 1.2. One of the many investment options in South Africa is the stokvel option. Table B below shows the two stokvel plans, Plan A and Plan B, over a period of 24 months. Table 2, the two stokvel plans. This is the name of the stokveler. It has a Plan A and Plan B. This is monthly fixed term plan, and Plan B is a once-off saving plan. Choose how long you want to save for. This probably it's an electronic one. It's online. You drag this dot and to where you want. So saving period of 24 months, simply meaning these are 2 years. How much do you want to save the month? To save monthly. So simply meaning every month will be depositing. Yeah, it's a once-off amount. All right, there we go. We go on and say this was in plan A, they need you to contribute 2,500. Most people would say 2.5. 2,500 rands. This is monthly. And they are promising you at the end of the period of 24 months, you'll have to receive 74,286 rands, 84 cents. Whereas if you use plan B, you have a once-off amount of money, once-off amount, which is 60,000. And they say the total amount at the end of the 24 period, 24 months is 92,065 rand 71 cents. All right, let's look at the questions. They say, define investment in a given context. Now, look at this. Investment. You can pick it even from here. Investment option in South Africa is a Stokvel option. Why do people invest anyway? Investment in this kind of sense, it's saving one's money with an aim to have interest added over a period of time. You understand? Calculate the total contribution for plan A over a period of 24 months. Let's go to plan A. The monthly contribution is 2,500. So you say every month you're going to be contributing 2,500 over a period of 24 months times 24. What do we end up having? We shall end up having 60,000. Calculate the interest, and if a person invests in plan B over a period of 24 months. Now, remember, in plan B, one has invested 60,000, but at the end of the 24 months, he has to get 92,065 rand 71 cents. So what we're going to do, we shall get the money the person will get at the end, which is 92,065 rand 71 cents minus the money they invested. Simple mathematics will tell us that we end up having 32,065 rands and 71 cents. This is the interest over a period of 24 months. In other words, a period of 2 months. Sorry, 2 years, not 2 months. All right. One 1.2.4. Determine how much more interest a person will earn investing in plan B compared to investing in plan A over a period of a month. So, what we're going to look at, remember, we already know that the person in plan A, he will also have invested 60,000, but what's the interest? So the interest for plan A, that's what we're looking for. We shall get the money the person gets, which is 74,280, 86 rands, 84 cents minus the money they would have invested. Simple mathematics shows us the person has 14,200. This is his interest, but we are not interested in this. They're saying how much more interest a person will earn investing in plan B. So we shall take the interest in plan A, we subtract it from plan B interest, which will become 32,065 rands 71 cents minus 14,286. which becomes 17,778,87. This is how much more one will get when you compare the two. Another method, what you would do, it would be you get the total amounts of them. Remember, plan A. Okay, you take plan B total amount after the 24 months minus plan A total amount. Plan B total amount is 92,065 rands 71 cent minus the 74,286. 17,778, 84 rands. That's how much more we shall have for interest. All right, you pick any easiest since it's 2 months. Straightforward. All right, 1.3. The graph below shows in cents per liter the prices of 3 types of fuel in Gauteng for the first 3 months of 2022. First 30 months of 2022, representing the first quarter of the year. All right. We come and we see, name the type of graph drawn above. When we look at this, we have 3 bars for each period, which is January, February, March. Each bar represents a given kind of fuel. All right. Since they are combined like this, we can't call this a double bar graph. If it was, or if it had 2 bars, then it would be a double bar graph. But then these ones are more than 2. You can call it triple because there are 3. So those ones who don't want to use triple, you might use compound. Just say compound. Compound bar graph. Identify the type of fuel that cost the most in January 2022. We come here, January. We look for the bar that is above others, which is this, February, not January, February. All right, which is this. And this symbol here, the stripes are representing 95 ULP. So that's a kind of, it's 95 ULP. It's a kind of fuel, type of fuel. No? All right. Question number 1.3. The price of diesel in March 2022 was 1,955.28 cents per liter. Write the price in rands per liter. Round off your answer to the nearest 50 cents. Take note of this. Round off your answer to the nearest. 50 cent. Take note of that. Okay. We shall come down here and say these are cents. We want them to become rands. So what we do? We divide by 100. You end up having your answer as 90. But because we no longer use 55 cents, this will become 19 rands 50 cents per liter. Let's look at question number 2. Question number 2. Question number 2 says we look at an extra N. Allow me to look at an extra N. This is annexure A. Annexure A looks like this. Annexure A 2.1, a summary of a car and house insurance policy. Excuse me. A car and household insurance from byway.co.za. That's the name of the insurance. The client name, the policy name, the commencement date, the date, the statement date. This is when it was printed. This is when it started. The policyholder, it's all about you. So the policyholder, the name is they, the physical address, the email address, the mobile number, the ID number, and the work number. They might ask you why did they put the asterisks, the stars around here to hide the email address for privacy. All right, there we go. We have, these are the values these are the items the person covered, and these are premiums. Premiums are the monthly amounts one pays per month. That's a premium towards insurance. Okay, these are the values that we have. There you read very well, and says the total discount. Yes, you got a discount of 266 rands 15 cents. All the total price or the total premium includes VAT, which is okay. Then we have some extra information here that says excess value. The excess is the amount payable by you to the service provider whenever you make a claim. So simply meaning, for them to release the money that you're claiming for, you need to first put some money, or if not, of the money you're claiming for, you will have to include this. So for them, they will deduct this amount of money. This one will be topped up by you. The values below show the excess amount that you will have to pay in case of a specific claim event. That's what they're trying to say. All right. Accident and intentional damage, you pay 7,000. Theft and hijacking, you pay 7,000. Windows glass only claim, non-glass forming part of the roof, it's supposed to be 1,490 rands. Earthquake, storm, hail, floods, and snow, 7,000. Fire and explosions, 7,000. All right, those are the values. So this is our annex that we are looking at. Nothing much, nothing less. All right, let's go to question number 2.1.1. Write down the policy number for Bomvana's insurance policy. We shall come here. I remember I showed you so the policy number. The policy number will be this other one here. This is the policy number. All right. So we shall go there and we shall say the policy number is 2338850. Determine the missing value of A, the monthly premium for VW Polo. It's 4 marks. How are you going to get that? When you look at the annexure very well, there's a value A that's missing. There's a value of A that is what? Missing. Value A is missing. So, but you already have a total amount of money of 21,000. Sorry, it's 2,184.21 cents. 2,184 rands 21 cents. So this simply means this is the total monthly premium when you add up everything. So when they added up everything, including the A, they got the answer as this. So what is the value of A? Add up all the normal values apart from A, because you can't add A. So it will be 2,184 rands 21 cents minus 7,1 plus 200, plus 520 rands 41 cents plus 133 rands 16 cents plus 279 cents plus 23 rands 30 cents plus the 9 rand, then minus the discount of 200. So the value of A, when you do that, the value of A will become 1,355 rands and 6 cents. That's the value of A. How do we mark this? You subtracted, yes. You added the right values, yes. You took note of this number here. You didn't add it, but you subtracted it off. Yes, that's another mark. And your final answer. Those are the 4 marks. Did you subtract? Yes. That's the first subtraction. Did you add right values? Yes. Did you recognize this negative here? Yes. Then you end up having your answer as that much. All right. Ambavana qualifies for the discount on his, on his insurance premiums, as he has insured many items. Check the percentage discount that he receives if the total monthly premium before discount was this much. Remember the discount the person received, it was 266. But now that was in value. They want it to be expressed as a percentage. So it's this much out of the premium you would have paid. Because it's a percentage, we multiply by 100. And the percentage there became it's 10.86%. 86%. Bomvan now was involved in a motor vehicle accident during July 2022. The quotation for damage for the panel beater was, the quotation is 43,520. So you're saying determine the amount the insurance company will pay the panel beaters. Remember, look at the annexure here. This was accident, and it was an accident. So this amount of money, this one here, has to be taken off. So the insurance will be ready to pay 43,520 rand minus the money the person has to pay. So the insurance will pay 36,520. This is what the insurance will be paying. Take the amount of VAT included in the total monthly premium. All right, let's go to the next year and we see. We look at the annexure. Let's see the annexure here. The annexure has a value of this much, but this value already includes the VAT. So how much VAT was included here? So all you have to do, remember, since you're looking for VAT and we're looking for VAT and the price already has VAT, the first thing you're going to do, it will be 15 over 115 times the amount of money the person is supposed to pay, which is 2,180. rands, 21 cents. $0.21. So here the amount becomes 284 rands 90 cents. This is the reason why I've not used 15% because this price already includes VAT. If it includes VAT already, I'm looking for the VAT that was included. I need to use this. All right. Premium for the Toyota is much lower than that of a V. Give one possible reason. Premiums, they change according to, number one, the Toyota might be an older version than the V Polo. V Polos might be at a higher risk of being stolen than the Toyota Corolla. You understand? The price value also changes. You understand? The Polo might have, it might be a little bit expensive than the Toyota Corolla. All right? Very many reasons we can have them there. Or a given possible reason. Okay. Bobana pays a My Home premium for household content cover. To Bobana pays My Home premium for household content cover to the value of 200,000. After the household contents were evaluated for the insurance purposes, he bought an additional launch suit. Explain how much the purchase of his new item will affect. Explain how the purchase of this new item will affect the content premium. The content, it has to increase. The content premium will increase. Why? By the time they came to evaluate your your content, your items in the house, this couch was not there, or the launch suit was not there. So you bought it after they have. So actually, if you claim, if anything happens and you claim, and it's what you claim, it might not even be looked at. Question number 2.2. Here we go. Sanitation tariffs for Johannesburg and Cape Town are represented in table 3. Johannesburg uses the area of the property to determine the sanitation bill. Cape Town uses percentages of the total water bill usage to determine the sanitation bill the same way as they calculate the water bill. Table 3 shows the tariffs of Johannesburg including VAT and Cape Town including VAT. Sanitation tariffs for Johannesburg and Cape Town are below. The first table is for Johannesburg. Then the other one, it's Cape Town. Johannesburg looks at areas. Johannesburg looks at the areas. You see this is the area. And Cape Town looks at the usage of your water. Cape Town looks at the usage. All right. Write down to the nearest 10 cent and excluding VAT cost for a sanitation of Johannesburg if the property is 175 meters squared. So let's come here and we see Johannesburg. Remember, it says it looks at area up to and including 300 meters squared. You pay 428 rands, and you pay you pay this much. So they're asking you write down the nearest 10 cents and excluding VAT cost of what. So in other words, because they have told us it's 228 it's 228 60 cents. They said round, sorry, 6 cents, not 60 cents. Six what? Cents. They said round off to the nearest. The nearest 10 cents. Already 6 is above 5. So this is approximately. That's what they wanted you to do. Okay. We go. Calculate the cost of 4.1 kiloliter in Cape Town. Cape Town, we want to look at the area. It looks at the kiloliter, and indeed, 4.4 and they said before the increase. So when you take note here, these prices are after an increment of 0.66. So we shall need, because they said before the increase or before the increment. So we need to first look for before the increment, which is 16 that minus 0.6. All right. Why am I doing this? I'm looking for the amount of money before the increment. So before the increment, a kiloliter was 15. A kiloliter was 15 rands 37 cents. So how much is 4.1? So it was 63 cents, 63 rands 2 cents before the increment. Mr. John lives in Cape Town. Sorry, Mr. Jones lives in Johannesburg, and Miss Brown lives in Cape Town. They both own property. They both own property with an area of 550 meters squared, and each was built for 22 kiloliters sanitation. Use the table above to determine the difference in the costs of sanitation for the two properties. Difference. So we see this, it has to, and we have to know that we need to subtract. You have to know that you're going to subtract. Shall have to subtract. Then here we go. We need to first look for the person in Johannesburg, and we need to look for the person in Cape Town. Okay. I would love to use another worksheet. So in Johannesburg, the area has to be, sorry, what is calculated according to the area. So we come here and we say in Johannesburg, here we go. Johannesburg. Now the area we're looking at is 550 meters squared. So which belongs to this. In Johannesburg, it's at this point here, which is this much. But what are we going to do now? Since Johannesburg excludes VAT, we just pick this, multiply by 1.15, or we include VAT. So for Johannesburg, it will be the amount I've just showed you, which is 443 rands 90. Since it has no VAT, we need to include VAT. How do we include VAT? We multiply by 1.15. So here the price became 510, 55. All right. That's Johannesburg. Then we look at Cape Town. Let's look at Cape Town. Cape Town, the person has used 20, 22, 22 kiloliters. They have both used 22. Also, this one used 22 kiloliters. All right. So Cape Town, same story, 22 kiloliters. What is it going to be? We shall go to the table for Cape Town and we look, take note. Now, here, take note of this. When it comes to a table like this, the water tariffs, for those who have been following us, we've looked at water tariffs already. But then let me do it here. Yes, bracket 1, which is this one. Yes, it has a maximum of 4,2. What about bracket number 2? Bracket number 2 will have a maximum that we need. It will be 7,35 minus 4, minus 4,2. So here we have a maximum of, because indeed, because if you're looking at Cape Town, the person has used 2 kiloliters, it will be 22 kiloliters. It's in this bracket. Simply meaning he has used bracket number 1 fully, bracket number 2 fully, but then some amount exceeded this to push it here, right? So by how much did it exceed? So we shall take the kiloliters that we are looking at minus 7,535. So here we shall look at 14,65. So the person has used this much, but each kiloliter is this much. So here in bracket number 1, we shall get this multiplied by 16. We should multiply by that, multiply by that, multiply by that. So 4,2 times 16, you will get 67, 33 rands. The 3, the 3, 3,15, 3,15 times 22,02, you get a 69. And 14,65 is 400, 98. So you add up with these values that you just got. Add up the values that you have there. What answer do you end up having? Probably you have 589,67. We are calculating the amount of water in Johannesburg. The person who uses 22, and here we use the area of the house. They told us both have, the area is 550 meters squared. That's the area of the house. So here in Johannesburg, that falls here. You understand? But that now, see, even though you've used 22 kiloliters, we shall measure the water you've used according to your area of the house. So this is what we are going to use. But then you take note, Johannesburg excludes VAT. What are you going to do? You will need to include VAT here. And we say we multiply by 1,15. When it comes to Cape Town does not use areas. It uses water usage. Together? You start with block number 1. If you've used 4,2 and less, you pay this much. per kiloliter that you've used. Then, if you go to the second bracket, it's from 4.2 to 7.35. But 7.35, it can't be that way because you began to. So, how many kiloliters are in between these two? So, they are 3.15. If you've used everything, multiply each by that. That's what we get. So, remember, this person has used 22. So, he has used 1, he has used 2 fully. But the 22 does not stop here. It stops here, but does not, it's not 24. So simply meaning you've exceeded 7.35 by a certain number. What are you going to do? Get the 22. I'm showing you how we got the 14.65. We took 22 kiloliters minus 7.35. 22 minus 7.35. I end up having my 14.65 kiloliters, which is in this bracket number 3. But each kiloliter is how much? 30 rand 92 cents. So I get the amount of water I've used, I multiply by that. These are the answers I've ended up having. And I got 4.2 times 16.03. I got 67.32. I rounded off. Then I got my 3.15 times 22. Remember how we got the 3.5? We took, okay, this is the kiloliter. This is bracket number 3. Bracket number 2, we have what I used today. It's 3.15. How did we get it? We took 735 minus 5, the 4.2, which is 3.15 kiloliters. That's how we got the kiloliters there. This is bracket number 2. Indeed, the first bracket, it's 4, for it is from 0 to 4.2. That's why we have 4.2. I believe you see how we get these values. All right. So in Johannesburg, we've got the answer as we got the answer in Johannesburg as 510.55. So we have the amount in Johannesburg. We've got the amount in Cape Town as 589.67. Remember that we are looking for the difference, so you need to subtract. And the difference became, when you subtract the 2, the difference is 79 rands 12 cents. That's how we calculate the water tariff here. We are answering question number 2.3. Explain how the tariff system in Johannesburg is beneficial to homeowners. How is it beneficial? Now, take note. Johannesburg only looks at area. It does not look at the water that you've used. So, this will mean it's beneficial in a way that one will not get worried of the amount of water they have used. Why? The amount they're going to pay, it will be based on the area. It's constant. The price is the price is the same. It does not change. It's constant, right? It does not change no matter how much water you use. So that's a beneficial part of it. The prices are based on the area, how much the house cover. We charge you according to that. Whether the water was too much or less, you pay the same amount. All right. Let's look at question number 3. It looks at the table below. The table below shows the number of people per province working in two workplaces, namely usual workplace and work from home for the last quarter of 2022 and the first quarter of 2021. All right. Show how the total value of 83.5 for South Africa was calculated. Take note, actually. We are looking at number of people, but if someone might say, how come you have commas here? These numbers are in 10,000. You understand? These numbers are in 10,000. For example, if you want to change this to real number, it will be 21.7 times 10,000, which will become 217,000. 217,000. You see? So these are in 10,000. So, okay, I was just explaining why we have commas and how do you deal with them. All right. We come to question number 1. Show how the total. Now, the total we are looking at, it's this one here. Down here, it says total. Simply meaning, when you add all these values, what do you get? It's this. And when you add, for example, if you add these two, you should get this. When you add these two, you should get that. Because also this is a total. See that? So there are two ways, and the easiest one would be this one here, whereby you say, if I add this and that, I get this much. So which simply means you're going to get 1,199.5 minus 1,116. You get the same answer. If not, you are supposed to add all these values. You get the answer. Okay, 2 marks. Give one reason why the value in the table will differ from the actual value of place. The value of place, remember, these values are in 10,000, and in a place of work, you would not have a lot of people like that. 10,000 people, no. People go from 0 to 200. You understand? That's a big company. 0 to 200, then go to 1,000. It cannot reach 10,000. Even though the company has 10,000 workers, they won't be in the same venue. So why would the value differ from its in? The values are, the data is in 10,000s. The value is in 10,000. So you can't have that. All right, write down the number of people who worked at their usual places in Gauteng for the first quarter 2021. We come here, we look at they said first quarter, which is true. We look at this other side, the first quarter. Then we look for Gauteng. We are looking for people who worked at their usual places. So this is it. Gauteng, where are you? So the value is this much. So your answer is supposed to be 365,9. But remember, these are what? 10,000. If you don't want, you write it as that much times 10,000 to get the normal number, which will be 365,900. Sorry, 3,000, 300. So it's 3,000,000. 3,659,000. 3,600. 3,659,000. Give an example of job that cannot be done by working from home. The example of a job that cannot be done by working at home. The example of a job that cannot be done when you're working at home. I know of the first one, those ones who cook for, okay, yeah, for cooking people, you can do it at home and you deliver, yes. But the cleaning of offices, cleaning, you can't do it at home. Security guards, those guys who open the gates to verify which guy is entering or which guy is leaving the premises, you can do that at home. Yeah, you can do that at home. There are different kind of jobs that you can't do at home, but this cleaning part, you can't clean the offices from home. No, you can't do that. That's impossible. Calculate the mean number of people in WFH category 4 South Africa in the last quarter of 2022. Remember, we said work from home. Ne? The last quarter, how many people worked at home? So take note. Mean 4 marks. We go to data handling and we say mean equals to the sum over the total number of items that you have added. Sum, it's after adding. So when you take note, we are going to add all these values here. We get the number that is here. We divide by 9. Why? These are 9 values. Why? They come from the provinces and the 9 provinces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. So the easiest way is to look for this value here, divide by 9. Or you add all these values, you divide by 9. Either way. But I will use the simplest. So I will look for the total. I will look for the total divided by the total. I will look for the total and I say 1168, 1 minus 1 divided by 9. The answer became 10,33. May leave it like that. So for those ones who want, you might multiply by 10, by 10,000 to get the final answers. Because they say the mean of the times they calculate the mean number of people. So you are multiplying by 10,000 and you end up having this much. The other option someone would like to use, the one for adding numbers, which will be, you're going to say 21.7 plus 10.2 plus 0.5 plus. So you add everything up, you divide by 9, and when you add everything up, you will get the answer as 93, so you get your answer as 10.34, also multiply by 10,000, and you get the answer as that much. These are the people that we're looking at. All right, we look at this other question. Question number 3.2 is still looking at the graph. They say South African unemployment rate increased from 34.4% in quarter 2 to 34.9% in quarter 3 of 2021. So the number of unemployed people in quarter 2 was 7.6 million, which is 183,000 less than in quarter 3. The graph below indicates the unemployment rate for the different genders and the total for the South Africa for the first 3 quarters of 2021. This is 2021 quarters. All right. The dotted represents the total. The stripes, women. The men are the ones who are dark. All right. Write down the quarter which showed the highest rate of unemployment in men. We shall look at the dark part of it, and we shall say it was quarter 3. Quarter 3. Then 3.2.2, calculate the number of unemployed people in quarter 3. It's come here, we shall say. In quarter 2, this was the number, which is less than. That means quarter 3, it's more. So you're going to get the 37, million. We need to change it to values because this is already values. So we multiply by 1 million plus the 183,000. 183,000. So at the end, you'll have 7,783,000. We are saying 7.6 million. You need to change it to numbers plus the 183,000 people, which became 7,783,000. That's how we get a number. The M here represents million. All right, determine the increase in percentage of unemployed women from quarter 1 to quarter 3, 2021. determine the increase percentage. When you look at it critically, count from here to there. How many lines do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 lines. What's the difference here? It's 2. I'm looking for how much does each line represent. So if the difference in between these two, it's 2, and it keeps you to get the tweets after 5 lines. How much does each line represent? I need to divide by 5. So 2 divided by 5, I have 0, 0.4. All right. So we are determining the increase percentage of unemployed women from the first quarter to the third. So in the first quarter, unemployed women, they stand at 34 unemployed women. Then in the quarter number 3, where are they? Look at where they are. They are at this line here. So for you to find this number here, you need to know which is, because now if it's this will be 36.4, 36.8, 37.2 here, 37.2%. But this line is not exactly on the line here. It's off. So you can have a 1 then, which becomes 37.3%. But now you're going to subtract these values, this minus this. Okay, let's come here. We should look at the percentage increase. So we are saying 37.3 minus 34. And the answer became it's 3.3%. All right, the unemployment rate for quarter 2 was 34.4%. Determine the number of people employed in South Africa during the second quarter. We're going to analyze this from up here. They told us in the second quarter, look at the unemployed people in the second quarter is 7.5 million. And that means the 7.5 million is 34%. You see? Because they said the unemployment rate for quarter 2 was 34, yes, and the people were unemployed were 7, so they're saying determine the number of people employed in South Africa during that period. So now if 34.4 are unemployed, what percentage will be employed? What percentage will be employed? So you will say 100% minus 34.4%. I believe you have to get 65.6%. These are employed. So you come here and ask yourself, these are employed. If 7.6 million equals to 34.4%, what number will be here? So we shall cross multiply. This multiplies with that, whereby you get 6.5 times, remember this is a million, I want the value, equals to this number, sorry, to this letter here times that other number there, times H. So you get the number there. Get the number here. 65,6 times 7 6 million. We have it as so we get the answer as 14,493,023 people. That's how we get our answer there. All right, we come to question number 4 now. It's about taxation. I'm here looking at I look at age and and annual taxable income. So what comes in my head is taxation. First time. For the year end of 28 Feb 2022. It does not contribute to any medical credit, any medical aid. Use the following to answer the questions that follow. The following formula can be used to calculate the annual tax payable before rebate. This is before rebate. The asking is a formula to calculate lowers annual tax payable before the rebate. Now, take note, once you're given a formula, please substitute correctly. Substitute correctly. Then I'm going to substitute R115 plus, I'll change this to the smalls, times, when you talk of, you put the right number here. So she'll take the annual taxable income, come back to the scenario. She earns an annual taxable income of how much? So you come and put it here. Minus this other amount of money. Please do this, I beg. All right. So from this, you put everything in your calculator the way it is. Now, some people will say it's long. Don't worry. You need to do it, because without that, you lose your marks. I know some people will add and they multiply afterwards, which is wrong. Please put everything in a calculator and you get your answer there, which is 118,246 rands 72 cents. It's fine. This is the final answer. All right. Joanna feels that the monthly table is an easier option for him to calculate the monthly tax payable. Table 5. Below shows the monthly deductions for the three income categories for the year ending 2020. Remember, these are monthly tax deductions. The one that we've seen up, this is annual tax deduction. Actually, tax before rebate, not tax deductions. Tax before rebate. Then they talk of the three. Okay, we come down here. The monthly rebate for a person younger than 65 years of age is 1,365 rands 75 cents. So they are saying verify showing all calculations whether his monthly tax will be correct according to the monthly deduction tables. So in other words, since this is monthly, we also need to get the monthly tax for this person here. So we've seen this is annual. So we shall come down here. We shall say the answer that you've got up here, which is 100 and we are verifying whether the answer will be the same. So we shall say the answer he has got up there, which is 118,246.72. We subtract the rebate. But now this rebate is monthly. Our money here is annual. So we shall subtract annual rebate, which is 12 times 1,600. 1,368.75 cents. I'm multiplying by 12 because I'm dealing with so here I will end up having this much as taxable. So I go down and divide by 12, which is 8,485.14 cents. So the calculation, because this one here versus this number here, which is these numbers are not the same. So the conclusion you come and you say it's incorrect. It's incorrect, or you can say, because they said verify showing all calculations whether the monthly tax will be correct according. So you come and conclude it's incorrect. If you go to this much and they have that much, the table gives us 8,491. For us, we get 8,485. So they don't match. So it's incorrect. All right. It's incorrect. Write down the probability of selecting a monthly tax amount of 8,473 for a person over the age of 75 years of age. Monthly tax table. So when you come here, you look for that value. It's not there. All you have to do, you can write 0. Someone who says 0%, it's fine. Also, those who are, because the answer is 0, so the likelihood is what? It's impossible. Indeed, it's impossible because the value, this value does not, it's not there in the table. All right, question number 4.2. We go back to the next year. Next year B. Compare the 5 best-selling vehicles in South Africa, America, and Canada in 2021. Write down in words the total number of vehicles sold in America. Let's go to the next year. This is their next year. Yeah, next year. Now we're supposed to write this in words. Before you write in words, split it. Split it into three. You split it in 3. write it in 3. So we are saying we split these numbers. So the first 3, they turn these ones into thousands. Yes, and that means this is 100, 180, then this is a 4, but thousands. This is 176. Then this other one here to be million. These are 10,000, and these are hundreds. Okay, let's go and rewrite it down. They say, write down the total in America. So, as I said, the number is 258. So it's in threes. So we shall say 584,000 1 1 100 76. That's how we write it in words. Then they say express a ratio in form of dash is to dash is to dash. The number of Toyota RAV4s sold in America, Canada, South Africa, respectively. What does it mean? Respectively, simply in that order. So here we shall start with those ones sold in America. We shall put the ones in Canada and South Africa. But which kind of cars? The RAV4s. All right. We shall go to our table here. They said we should start with America. We find out how many RAV4s are sold in America. We put the number. How many are sold in Canada? We put the number there. And how many are sold in South Africa? Okay, we go to the next and we see. America is here. RAV4s are come here because they look at this and they look at this. So we go there and write. It's 407,739. That's a number in America. We go check the one in Canada. Canada is here. We look at RAV4s. RAV4s, which color is RAV4? RAV4 is this guy, and which is this? So we shall say it's 61,000. 61,934. We go to South Africa. Go to the next year. And RAV4 is represented by still by this color here. Mostly sold car. Which is 36,085. Okay. Write down the median number of the best-selling vehicles in South Africa. Take note, median, middle. But you need to arrange the values. Let's go and we see the next year, South Africa, where you're here. So which one is representing number 1? This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in that order, you arrange them in that order. Let's go and arrange them in that order. We shall say 16,426, then followed by 18,235, followed by 19,077. These are cars, it's not money. 21,887 and 36,085. So there we go. What is the middle number? These are 7 numbers. Sorry, 5 numbers. So the middle number is, they said write down the median number. They didn't say write down the median type of. So the median is 19,077. The middle number is this one here. You're left with 2 on one side and 2 the other side. Please, you remove it from the formula and write it down. Say median equals 2. You write down and say median equals 2. All right. Tell me the number of Ford F services vehicles sold in Canada. So when you take note, let's go to the next year. This is Canada here. Then the Ford F series sold in Canada. It's missing. It's this one here. So guess what happens? When you add this plus this plus that plus this plus this, you should get a total of 357,243 cars. So what shall we do? We shall say total number of vehicles sold in Canada, which is 57,243 vehicles minus the other number of vehicles, which is 51,684 plus 53,757 plus 61 plus which will equal to 11. So it's not 11, it's 100. 116,401. These are the cards sold there. The interquartile range for the top 10 vehicles sold in South Africa is 669. And the value of quartile 1 is 11,408. Calculate the value of interquartile 3. Quartile 3, which is the upper quartile. Now, here they have not given you any clue, but they have told you interquartile range, which is IQR. In your head, you know it's the upper quartile minus the lower quartile. So we are looking for the Q3, which is upper quartile. You already have your IQR, which is this, and you already have your Q1, which is this much. Substituting the formula, we say 7,669 equals to the unknown minus the value of Q1. So simply meaning this one will jump over there. So your Q3 will become 7,669 plus 11,000. So that is the upper quartile. This is the upper quartile, which is 19,077. 4.2.6, the inflation rate, 6 marks. The inflation rate in America for 2021 was 7%, and in 2020 it was 4.14, 1.4%. The price of the Ford the price of the Ford F series vehicle in 2022 was is 32,332. It is stated that the price of the Ford F series vehicle in 2020 was more than 29,800. Verify your calculations, whether it's stated. So now, when it comes to inflation, here we see 2021, 2020, 2022, and here we have 2020, which is okay. So we need to arrange them in order. All right, we need to arrange them in order from smallest to biggest, which is 2020. We go to 2021, and we go to 2022. You see that? Then what percentages we have? Yeah, 2021 was 7. So here, in between these 2 years, is 7%. Then 2020, it was, so in between these 2 years, the percentage is what? 1.14. So they're saying it is stated that the price of the Ford F series vehicle in 2020 was more than 29,800. The price you have right now is for 2020. So the price in 2020, this is the price. So we need to know the price it was in 2021, and it would give us the price in 2020, and we compare it with this. So how are we going to do this? Remember, inflation, prices increase. You understand? So what we're going to do is to determine the original. We work backwards. So we are going to determine which amount was increased by 7% to give us this much. Having got it, again, we ask ourselves which amount was increased by 1.4% to give us this amount here. This is how we are going to do it. This is inflation. Working backwards, we are determining how much was it before. In other words, we are determining the original amount of money. All right. Now, if there's a certain amount of money that was increased by 7% and they got this much money, how much was it? So we need to calculate that backwards. Let me use the board. All right, let me use the board. We're saying we have 2020. The inflation in 2020 was pushed in 2021. Then for 2021, pushed in 2022. Here, the inflation was 1.4. Here, it was 7%. This is inflation increase. inflation increase. Yes, and so there's a price here, call it price 2022, sorry, 2020. There's a price here, 2021. And there's a price here, which was 32,300 and what? This was the normal price. Remember, it came to this point here after an increment of what? 7. So we need to determine which price was here before it became this. So we are going to determine, we are working backwards. So simply meaning, I'll just make here a mental calculation. I'll just calculate here. So there's a certain price, P1, that was increased by 7%, and they got the money as 32. So we shall divide through by, what am I looking for? I'm looking for the price that was increased by 7% to get the value of 32,320. Indeed, I will need to know so 32,320 divided by 1,07. So the price in 2021 is 30,216. So the price here is 30,216. So this price was caused by the increment of 1,14. So we shall say a price in 2020 was multiplied by was multiplied by 1,014, and they got their answer as, so what was the price? So we need to divide through by, I'm looking for the number that was increased. So here I get the answers that much. The statement is what? Valid. It's not more than 9,800. All right. When we deal with inflation, we are dealing with increase. The increase in price of this year causes the new price in the following year. Again, the increase, it causes another price. So that's what we are looking at. So this is how we do it. So working backwards, this, because when we are increasing, we multiply, we add on. You understand? Anyway, I'd like you to take note of that, that whenever we are increasing, we shall always take 100% plus the percentage they have told us to increase with. We divide that and we multiply the value they have told us to increase. Example, increase 2,000 by 10%. So this will be 100% plus the 10% over 100 times the 2,000. Take note of that. Whenever you increase it, please use this other method here. So this one, 100, when you add 100 plus 10, you get 110. Over 100, you get 1,1. Yes, sir? So the answer becomes 2,200. So I don't intend to write this. I usually start from here. I do these steps here. So now if you want to know, if you want to work backwards, it's easy. If they tell you for example, they say the new price after an increase of 10% is 2,200. What is the price before the increment? What was the original price before the increase? So all you're going to do is you ask yourself, this, there's a price that was increased by 10%. Remember how we've got the 1,1. I got it from here. This one here gave us the answer as. So if you're looking for this price, so we shall divide through by 1,1. 1,1. Indeed, the price, the original price is supposed to be 2,000. This is how we use this other method here. All right. So here we shall look for the price of 2021, whereby we shall say 32,320 divided by 1,07. 1,07. We get the answer as, don't erase it from your calculator. Again, now this is the money in 2021. We need the money in 2020. We divide by 1,014. All right. So this is less than. Okay, it's the same if you round off, but it's not, because here they said was more than. So the statement is what? It's invalid. Determine the percentages, determine as a percentage probability of purchasing. Probability of purchasing RAM backup in America. We shall go to the next year here. We go to America. This is it. RAM. How many numbers do we have for RAM? This is it. Over the total number of cars. So it will be 569 388 569,388 out of the 2,584,176. But because of a percentage, what we do? We multiply by 100. And the answer became 22.03%. Question number 5. During 2008 to 2012 period, South Africa recorded an average growth rate of just 2%, largely due to the global economic recession. Gauteng, KwaZulu-Natal, and Western Cape collectively contributed to a significant portion to the country's growth. The graph below shows the contributions of these three provinces towards the different sectors. Contributions of the three provinces this is the title of the graph. The key it's here. The dotted line, this one represents the Gauteng. The small dotted lines, Western Cape, and the solid line is KwaZulu-Natal. Right now, the province that contributed the most to the wholesale sector. Come here, this is the wholesale sector. So we shall look for the one which is on top here. And it can be 16%. So that one is, we say it's what? Western Cape. Western Cape. Then the total amount contributed by the three provinces to agriculture was 8.3 billion. Determine which part of this amount Western Cape contributed. Western Cape contributed. So we shall say, this is what? Agriculture sector. We shall come agriculture sector. It's here. KwaZulu-Natal contributed towards, which was approximately 3.9. Then these two contributed 4 and another 4. You see? So, in other words, let me see. We shall say the 3 from KwaZulu-Natal, Western Cape, you end up having 11%. Out of the 11%, what was the contribution of Western Cape? Remember, Western Cape is at 4. Look at that, it's at 4. This one you can say 3 to avoid miscalculation, but this is a 30%. These other two are at 4. All right. So out of that, how much do you have? Don't forget to leave it as a billion. Eh? It's not a must that you should change it unless stated otherwise. So this is 3.018 billion. Leave it like that. Identify the sector. Identify the sector in KwaZulu-Natal. Identify the sector in which KwaZulu-Natal made a 12% contribution. We come here with KwaZulu-Natal. KwaZulu-Natal, it's the solid line. When does it touch the 12%? It's under transport. See? Transport. Name the sector that has the largest range. the sector with the largest range. Like you look at range, the highest and the lowest. It's supposed to be the finance, because look at the gap. It's the finance. Name one province and made the most significant contribution towards the growth of most of the sectors. It's Western Cape. Look at Western Cape. The line was above others. You understand? Here it's above. It's above. Oh, sorry, it's a little bit. So Western KZN is down, down. Sorry, up, down. You see? Here we say it's a Western Cape. 5.2, Ryan in South Africa is a South African citizen. Ryan is a South African citizen who owns a company in South Africa and wants to buy shares in a company in Canada. The table below shows exchange rates for 5 countries on the 17th March of 2022. Take note, units per rand, simply meaning in this case here it will be 1 rand equals to so much euros. Again here the same story, because you are looking for per rand. Per rand. This is per rand. I'm giving you this because some people get confused. Units per rand. Whereas here this is ZA per unit. So these are rands for 1 euro. These are rands for 1 pound. These are rands for 1 Japanese yen. Yen is written like that. These are rands for only 1 Canadian dollar. Then these are rands for only 1 Russian ruble. So these values are for rands. This is 1 rand. You understand? In other words, these are euros. Sorry, these are euros, these are pounds, these are yens for only 1 rand, Canadian dollar for only 1 rand, and the Russian ruble for only 1 rand. Identify the currency which is the weakest against the rand. So how do you tell that? You can come and just see for only 1 rand, you need 7 yens. You see? So identify the currency which is the weakest. So here we shall say the Japanese. The Japanese yen. You need so much for so little. All right. Show how the Russian ruble of 0.143373 ZA per unit was determined. So simple. This is ZA per unit. So rands per Russian what? Ruble. So simply meaning, it simply means they took 1 rand divided by 6,978. That's how they got the value of. These are rands for every 1 unit. Per simply means 1, each, every. You understand? So that's the trick that's there. You take the 1 rand, you divide it by Russian ruble, and you get that. Rand decides to invest 1,230,000 in shares in Canadian. So we say, they're telling you, change this rands into Canadian dollar. So it's either way you can use either way. What do I talk about? Sorry, what do I mean? You either use this or you use this other side, but know what to do, because one will be for dividing, the other will be for multiplying. All right. For example, here this is units per za. So units per za. So simply meaning 1 rand has 0.08484 dollars. So if you come with 1,200,000 rands, how much will you get? So simply meaning you're going to multiply. Then, or you can use this other second method here. This is rand, only 1 Canadian dollar. Come with. So here you're going to divide. So you take this money here, by for question number 5.2.5. It says, after 2 years and 8 months, Lian sold his shares and received a final amount of 1,029,360 rands. South Africa. Lian received an interest rate of 8.1% compounded annually for 2 years and 8 months. He earned more than, suggests that he earned more than 14,000 return investment compared to potential South African investment. Verify calculations, showing all calculations whether Rand's statement is valid. So number one, we look at the interest they use. It was compound. What percentage? So compound also falls under, we would do it the way we do, and we do step by step. So the first step you're going to first do is to get 100% plus the 8.1, which becomes 100.1 percentages. We did this by 100, and the answer becomes, we shall say a comma. This is first 1,081 times the amount he invested, which was 1,030,000. First year he has 1,329,630,000. This first year. We are using the same percentage, but the value is now value from here ends up having this is the second year. So we look what we're going to do for the 8 months. We shall take the 1,8 multiply it by 8, because 8 has to become years. It changes a little bit, so 8.1. So here the percentage has changed over the 8 months. It's 54. Sorry, 5 comma. So from there, shall say again 100 which is looking for the money for the 8 months, guys. So finally, after the two years and 2 years and 8 months, he has this much. So we subtract the money he invested. Indeed, he has more. Thank you very much.